The trouble with loyalty to a cause is that the cause will always betray you.
How was everybody's Christmas? I hope everybody had a great Christmas. I had a fun Christmas. My sister called me at like 6 o'clock at night, Christmas Eve, and was like, "Are you coming over to Bert's?" And I'm like, "No." And she's like, "Well, alright, hold on, here's Linda." And I'm like, and they're like, "You're coming over, right?" And I'm like, "No." I'm like, "I ain't coming over. Why are you coming over?" I'm like, "I don't want that." But really what it was that I was into the Christmas cheer, and I wasn't going anywhere. Right? But I was enough into the Christmas cheer that they're like, "Why aren't you coming over?" And I'm like, "Because I don't want to." I was essentially drunk enough. I was like, "Fuck you." So, that's the thing. I imagine people are pissed at me over that. I will have to explain. But nevertheless, that was Christmas Eve. I spent a pleasant night at home just fucking around watching TV. And then Christmas Day, I continued to fuck around and watch TV. My brother came over with all his kids. Presents were given. Everybody was happy. I got this little, it's like a teeny little toolbox. It's going to be perfect. Put that shit in my truck, throw all sorts of stuff in there, and get all sorts of stuff I don't like the fuck out of my truck. So that was a really cool gift. My brother does that. Like, it's like every other year. So this is a good year. So I get the little toolbox that I can use at work. 2 years before this, I got a little Leatherman tool that I use for work. Like 2 years before that, I got some other useful stuff, like gloves and like, I think a winter muff or something like that. That's the way it works. And then every off year, as I like to refer to them, I get some sort of Lego thing that I gotta build and then find a place to put. So, yeah, next year's gonna be Legos. But this year I got a neat little toolbox. I thought that was pretty cool. And kids all just got money. I just give everybody money. I'm boring like that. Unless I have to get a gift. Otherwise you're getting money. Money's more useful than gifts. It's the way I always see it. Buy whatever the fuck you want. Don't need gifts, right? So, I'm warped. Nevertheless, everybody got money. Everybody's happy. They're like 19. They're all 19, so money's more worth it to them at this point in life, right? So, they all got money, and then, today, which is Sunday, I'm supposed to have my sister over, but apparently they all got sick at the party that I didn't go to. So I'm kind of like, hey, I'm not sick. That's awesome. So, yeah, I don't know. I played a little bit of that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game, and I was like, I don't really like it. I don't know. I didn't really like it. I gotta kind of like play it when I'm in a mood to kind of figure out whatever the fuck that game is, and then want to play it. But I don't know. I was kind of like, I don't really care for this. So, whatever. And then Final Fantasy Tactics, I was just like, just not really in the mood for turn-based combat like that. I want to do something, I don't even know. And then I looked around, and I was like, I want to play Hogwarts. So I enrolled in Hogwarts again. I am now playing, what did I name her? Ardelia Malfoy. Ardelia Malfoy. We're playing as a Slytherin this time. I've played as a Hufflepuff. I didn't beat it, but I played as a Hufflepuff, got really far through it. Played as Ravenclaw, didn't beat it, got really far through it though. And then I'm now playing as a Slytherin. We'll see. I'm gonna figure out how it is that I can get around whatever it is that's stopping me up, keeping me from beating this game. I think I'm gonna try and beat it this time. That's the thing, because I've got, New Year's vacation after this. Play nothing but fucking Hogwarts. That'll be a lot of fun. Anyways, so that was how my Christmas went. I hope you guys have had a fantastic Christmas. I hope your Christmas went great. Tell me down in the comments how wonderful your Christmas was. But yeah, other than that, You know who didn't have a great Christmas? Fucking Somalians, man. Like, they rounding them up during Christmas time. Like, and like the Somali thing, man. This is huge. Like, so far, I honestly think this is like the biggest thing that I've ever heard about. I'm not entirely sure. I don't entirely remember the COVID numbers. But I think that, because, I mean, dude, they're saying 8 billion, $8 billion dollars. They're saying 9 billion. I've heard as much as 17 billion. I've heard 12 billion, 10 billion. I ain't heard shit under 8 billion. 8 billion of taxpayer money in Minnesota. Holy shit. Guys putting out videos of them going around to all these daycares that supposedly these Somali people are running, making millions of dollars to run these daycares. 20 of them in a building. Or that was the health insurance scams. No, the daycares was like 1 or 2 in a building. And they're supposed to have like hundreds of kids there. No fucking kids. No windows on the building. If there are windows, they're all covered over with shit. Fucking crazy, man. Fucking insane. Billions of dollars. And it's like, everybody in Minnesota is like, no, this is great. No, this is Donald Trump. Donald Trump poking his nose where it doesn't belong. This is Minnesota business. We have states' rights. If we want to give away $8 billion to Somalia, that's our fucking decision. And like, this shit looks like it goes all the way up. It looks every bit like Tim Walz is in this, because he's just turning a blind eye to everything. Everybody underneath him is into this because they're just ignoring it. You've got fucking Ilhan Omar, who passed the bill that allowed a lot of this shit to fucking happen. And who's gotten charged? A whole bunch of Somali people. And who's, like, I mean, the people that really should be responsible for all this, governor and whatnot, what's happening with him? Well, we're doing investigations. We found out that Ilhan Omar married her brother or whatever and lied about what age she was when she became a citizen. All this fucking crazy shit going on with her, and what happened? Nothing. Nothing. Fucking nothing. She's still running out there being a fucking piece of shit. Tim Walz still out there being retarded. And ICE is out rounding them up. Gotta catch them all. Fucking dude, whenever they do, like, perfect pokey technology, and we actually can just throw a little ball at somebody and right into it, oh, that's how they're gonna catch them, I think. And then they take them to the pokey station, get them all healed up, put them in the machine so it heals them all up, right? So that they're all fine. And then we take them out, take them to the border, just Julio Juarez, I choose you. Get the fuck out of our country. Yeah. Grabbing them all up, getting all the Somalians, and all the Somalians are pissed, and everybody's scared, and everybody who's an immigrant is walking around with their passport, and I'm like, makes sense. Like, dude, I don't know about you, but I don't go outside anywhere without my license, because it's my ID. It's how I am identified. It's how I can prove that I am who I am. It's my ID. So many times I would be hanging out with Dennis at the bar, and he would be IDing people at the door. Do you got your ID? No. How the fuck did you get here? I drove. Just driving around without your ID? What happens if you get pulled over? I don't have an ID. You're just gonna take an extra card, being a fucking retard. It's your fucking ID. You got a wallet? Well, yeah. Where's your fucking ID? Why isn't your wallet? Like I'm like, dude, just kick it. If you don't have an ID, you can't come in here because this is an adult place, and you children cannot come in. Be an adult, carry your fucking ID. Like, if you're an immigrant, be an adult, carry fucking ID. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't really think it's all that Again, this whole, I'm going to go and vote, and you want me to prove that I am who I am? Well, yeah. Do you have your ID? Why would I need my ID to vote? Well, how did you get here? I drove. You need your ID to drive, stupid. So, yeah, I kind of expect you to have an ID. But it's everywhere. Oh, everybody's walking around with their ID all scared. Okay. Walk around with your ID. And then you'll get ID'd. And you'll go, here's my shit. And they'll go, alright, you're good. And then you fucking move on with your day. You know, maybe if you're upset about all this shit, all this pressure coming down on us because we're just Somali. No, because a fuck ton of your countrymen have fucked us in the ass. So maybe you should, this is a grand point for you to sit at the crossroads and go, I can be in support of Somalia, the country that I fled, because it sucked there. And I can do everything I can to make it suck here everybody as much as it sucks there. Like, we can continue this bullshit. And that'll be great, right? And just fuck everything up everywhere we go. We can do that. Or we can walk down the road of, I'm going to be on the side of America, and I'm going to be like, you fuckers scammed me. And all of your Somali people are going to be like, no, but us, we didn't scam you. You're with us. No, bitch. I wasn't involved in this. I didn't get any money off of this. You're fucking with them. I'm with America. The place that I came to, because it's better than Somalia. Turn these motherfuckers in. All you Somalis that are legit immigrants, that are in these areas, that are pissed off because you got to go through some shit, become a trustee. Become a whistleblower. Hey, my neighbors are next door. Those motherfuckers are illegal. Get them out of here. Be an American. Whatever. It's all sad sob stories. They're picking up kids. Yeah, because they're picking up their parents. You pick up the kids with the parents, right? And then we're going to send them all the fuck home. And then when the kids come of age, they can come back here and be twice as angry as they are now. Can't wait for all this shit. In another 10 to 20 years, man, we're going to have some live wires coming back to this country. It's going to be fucked up. Whatever. It is what it is. Like, we've gotten to this point because it's festered so long. It's like gangrene. You know? 30, 40 years ago, we could have cut off a toe. But no, we let it spread. 20 years ago, we could have cut off a foot. No, we let it spread. 10 years ago, we could have just lost the leg underneath the knee. But no. Now we got to go all the way up to the fucking hip. Whole thing's got to go. We got to do hard things. We got to listen to all the sob stories of all the people who go, but it sucks in Somalia. I don't want to go back. Give a fuck. You stole $1 million. Get the fuck out. Get these motherfuckers out. And I'm telling you, Tim Walz loves Somalia so much, deport his ass too. I'm serious. Or imprison him forever. Call it treason. He is aiding a foreign entity that has, to a degree, declared war on us. They've invaded us with a whole bunch of people that have sucked a whole bunch of money out of us so it can go back to them so that they can do terrorism. You know the pirates, the modern day pirates. You know what do they usually call the modern day pirates? Oh yeah, that's Somali pirates. Yeah, all those guys. We've been funding that shit. Like, this is where we're starting to find out unequivocally that a whole lot of things that we've already kind of discovered before, but we have to reinvent the wheel every 20 years or so. So now we're seeing it again, right? All this Somali pirate action. We've been funding that. And then we're funding the defense. We have government officials who have passed legislation in order to make exactly this kind of graft easier. And then we get scammed out of now billions of dollars to fund terrorism so that we can get our shit attacked, so that we can get upset about it, so that we can then send out people to go defend our shit and fight off the pirates. I don't know. Treason. I don't think anybody with dual citizenship should be able to be in fucking Congress or the Senate or anything like that. You can't run for office. Sorry. You cannot serve two masters. Y'all gotta go. In fact, anybody who has dual citizenship is currently in any form of government, anywhere in government, they should be heavily investigated, fine-tooth comb, and if found guilty, punished accordingly. Like, we really do kind of need to get a little bit more, like punishing of people that do bad stuff. Like, this is all part of the process, right? Like, and I understand. You gotta do an investigation. You're not gonna talk about the investigation while you're doing the investigation, because then if people know they're getting investigated, then they're gonna cover shit up. And you gotta investigate the shit, and you investigate the shit, and yeah, fantastic. Like, if in the second or third year of Trump's presidency, we actually start seeing, like, I don't know, Ilhan Omar, Tim Walz, some of these fucking retards. If these motherfuckers start getting racked up 2-3 years in, fine, I understand. It takes time. But, like, I've heard too many times, we're going to do an investigation. What happens? We did an investigation. And we found out that, yeah, Joe Biden can easily go up on bad fucking charges. But he's old and he's fucked up. Nobody's ever going to convince that old man of shit like that. We're never going to get a conviction, because no jury's going to look at old, broke, fucked up Joe Biden. The president! Like, we can't try him because he's too retarded to face trial. He's not competent. He wasn't competent to face trial, but he was competent to be president. Even though now we know he wasn't president. But who was president? And I mean, we've declared that all this shit going on with the border and all these illegals and all this shit, this is all Biden-era problems, right? He was the one that let them all in. He was the one that encouraged them to get into on all this corruption. He opened the door for all these programs. He did all this, and somebody okayed it somewhere. If this is all such a fucking problem, and again, it's like I laugh at this kind of shit. All this stuff that's going on in little Somalia over there in Minnesota, and all of this fucking corruption and all of this fraud and all of this shit. I look at all of this and I kind of go, I see the mugshots of the 20 fucking Somalians that they've got arrested on this shit, the people who are actually there doing it. And I'm like, nah, nobody else. Small fish, whatever. And the wheel goes roundy round. It's just the same as the fucking Epstein shit. Nothing's gonna happen. Doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't matter how many documents you get that say whatever the fuck it is that they say. There's a defense for it all somewhere. This is just hearsay. This is fucking, what is this? This is 30 years ago. It's a picture of me with a girl. I didn't know what age she was. I had no idea what was going on. Just because Jeffrey Epstein hung out with somebody, that doesn't mean that they were in on it. And nothing's going to happen. Same as it always does. Because at the end of the day, we are asking the people in charge to hold themselves accountable for the things that they do wrong. And they do it knowing that it's wrong. And they do it anyways because they don't fucking care. Because they want to go in. Like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. I would love to know what that bitch is worth right now. Probably millions. She was a bartender that when she got elected was bitching and complaining that she didn't have enough money to have a place in New York where she fucking represents and in Washington where she has to serve. She didn't have enough money to get a place in both places. What's a girl to do? I bet you she's worth millions now. And that bitch ain't written no book. She ain't doing no fucking speeches. Or wait, no, she is. She's doing all sorts of campaign speeches and shit. Yeah. Dude, if there was ever a question as to whether or not government as a whole is just a corruption machine, all you have to do is just look at everything that's going on right now. And you just see, oh, it's a corruption machine. That's how it works. You go in broke. I don't even have enough money to actually do this job. A couple months later, never didn't hear about that anymore. And now she's rolling in it. going to see Baby No Money on our dime. And hanging out in the VIP. Woo! Rage! I don't know. What's she gonna do? So yeah, a lot of problems with Somalians that are fucking scammers. I guess you know the Indian people, they've had a monopoly on the market for so long, and now all the Somalians are like, dude, we could be big ass scammers too. Dude, we're fucking pirates, man. We're a nation of pirates, bitch. You think we can't scam better than some fucking Indians?